You were miserable that summer. You said so, at the time, more than once. And yet, years later, you catch yourself calling it the best summer of your life. Nobody edited your memory on purpose, and yet somehow, it got edited anyway. Psychologist Terrence Mitchell ran a study that catches this process red-handed. He asked people to rate their experience of a trip in real time during the actual vacation, day by day. Then he asked the same people to rate the same trip afterward, from memory. The ratings didn't match. Almost universally, people remembered the trip as significantly better than they'd rated it while they were actually living it. Researchers call this Rosy retrospection, and the gap it reveals is strange enough to sit with for a second. You're not comparing two different trips. You're comparing your own present tense experience against your own past tense memory of the exact same days, and the memory wins almost every time. So, what is your brain actually doing to the past to make it glow like that? Here's the part that should genuinely surprise you. For most of Western medical history, romanticizing your past wasn't seen as harmless sentimentality. In 1688, a Swiss physician named Johannes Hofer coined a new term for homesick soldiers who obsessed over their homeland to the point of physical collapse: nostalgia. For roughly 2 centuries afterward, doctors treated it as an actual disease, sometimes fatal, with prescribed remedies ranging from leeches to warnings against military bands playing songs that reminded soldiers of home. Nostalgia used to be a diagnosis. Now, according to decades of modern research, led by psychologist Konstantin Sedekidis, it looks almost like the opposite of an illness. Read that twice, because it's a genuine reversal, not just a rebrand. Sedekidis and colleagues have found across dozens of studies that nostalgia, far from being a symptom to cure, appears to function as a kind of psychological resource. Triggering it experimentally in a lab tends to increase people's sense of meaning in life, boost feelings of social connectedness, and strengthen what researchers call self-continuity. The felt sense that the person you were and the person you are now are still, somehow, the same thread. Which suggests your brain isn't distorting the past by accident. It may be reaching for it on purpose, the way you'd reach for a specific tool when the present moment needs shoring up. This reframes the whole phenomenon. Rosy retrospection and nostalgia aren't your memory malfunctioning. They may be your memory doing maintenance, quietly reinforcing the sense that your life has a continuous, coherent shape, even when the present feels scattered or uncertain. Here's a question worth sitting with. If nostalgia tends to show up specifically when you're lonely, transitioning, or uncertain about what comes next, what is it actually responding to when it romanticizes that miserable summer? Is it really about the summer at all, or about something you need right now, borrowing an old memory to say it? Some of Sedekidis' research points toward exactly that. Nostalgia spikes noticeably during exactly those unsettled moments, suggesting it's less a report on the past and more a response to the present. There's a real risk hidden in here too, worth naming honestly. If you lean on a rosy, edited version of the past too heavily, it can quietly distort decisions in the present, making you chase a version of a place, a job, or a relationship that was never quite as golden as memory insists. The same mechanism that steadies you can also mislead you, and the difference often comes down to whether you're visiting the memory or trying to live inside it permanently. So the next time you catch yourself certain that summer, that job, that relationship was better than it actually was, you don't have to argue yourself out of the warmth, and you don't have to fully trust it either. You can simply ask what's happening right now that made you need somewhere golden to stand. The past didn't get better after it happened. You just started needing it to be, and something in you was generous enough to agree.